The School of Beck or Business for many, many years, even before the school system, which I started in 1993, has always been I would say, the factory that produces the movers and shakers in the local market, but also in the regional markets. Our graduates reside in about 47 countries around the world. The school alumni are around 10,000. They work in the government sector, they work in the private sector. Many of them recently are actually part of avalanche of startups, family business, and so on.
The school impacting my personality and my thinking about capabilities, because it taught me how to think critically, analytically, how to analyze things very precisely. The concepts that we're taking in classes and the on-ground work and projects, it also added value to me and made me like different person, different thinker, with a different mind. So when I graduate, of course, I will be different from anybody else.
The way we stand out compared to others in Egypt and in the region, being ranked consistently as the #1 or 2 also in the African continent, is that the quality of education, the size, focusing more on quality rather than quantity. We are also part of a 72 business schools around the world that are known as Triple Crown accredited, which is basically ACSB, EFND, and AMBA.
I like about this School of Business the attention it gives to competitions and things that sort of prepare you for your professional life, but also it's not like it's different than an internship. It prepares you for, you know, the real world. I really like these. I feel like it's not always about the education itself. It's also about like how you make it happen.
So we have in the school around 1,000 plus both undergraduate and graduate students. But we also train close to 4,500 students, participants from the market. They can come from banks, from government sector, from companies, from public sector organizations. This is the training arm that we have through our executive education arm. But there is also our accelerator, which is the VLab. It's also open for young, promising, passionate Egyptian entrepreneurs who think that they have an idea that they want to take to the next level. So we offer them services of mentoring, support, training, incubation through the VLab. And that also is a service that the school offers not just to its students or to the university students, but for Egyptians at large.
When I graduated and I started my own venture, a lot of people recommended that I have to be incubated in an accelerator or an incubator in order to teach me some rules, to teach me some knowledge about entrepreneurship, about how to scale my business. And one of my partners, they told me why we are not incubated in AUC labs. Then I thought, why don't we go back to AUC and why don't we start to be incubated in such a credible program?
I think that 2 courses impacted me the most, economic development and history of economic thought. These 2 classes helped me realize that I like to look beyond the numbers. I like to analyze what's happening further, and in order to do so, we will have policies that are better accommodated, policies that are more relevant, and that will help society become better.
I really love about my professors, and I still talk to them up until this moment, is that they don't tell you some academic terminologies and they leave you. However, they always stress on the market exposure. When you graduate, you will be exposed to 1, 2, 3. And here it is, when I graduated, I found that yes, I do have that experience due to the extracurricular activities, due to what my professor said, due to the international competitions that I was exposed to. So it's like a 360 degrees experience. It's not just studying the terminology and applying it in an exam.
In my entrepreneurship class, as part of entrepreneurial thinking and try to get them to think more creatively, at the beginning of the semester we do little idea generation games. So I ask them to bring 3 items of their choice, and then they have 20 minutes to put it all together and make something that they then pitch. So the VLab here, the Venture Lab, the Incubate Startups, they come and act as like pretend judges. So it's not necessarily about what they make, but it's about them thinking creatively and in a team and trying to use limited resources to get something, to then pitch something creative.
The accomplishments of today is actually the accumulation of many, many efforts over the years by students, by staff, by faculty, obviously students becoming alumni and becoming ambassadors forever for the school. And it's a journey, it's not a destination. So we keep on improving and trying to better what we do, because whatever we do here gets an impact on the community at large.